Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, guys, you should be able to hear me now. Hopefully you can hear me better than you could earlier. Again, just give me a heads up if you can hear me. A thumbs up on Facebook, YouTube, maybe the news app, the weather app. Audio issue should be fixed. Have good levels now. Apologize for that. Thanks for hanging with me, though. Again, here is a complete full check of the forecast. We'll kind of begin outside. We'll wind it back. There we go. Deanna Pinkert is watching. James is watching. Elaine, hello to you. Ellie, I thought it was just me. No. Thank you for the report. Again, just checked Facebook. Folks commenting in. That's the feed you're looking at now. Clark, Vanessa, you should be able to hear me now. Did have a brief audio issue. Thank you for calling that to my attention, but should all be fixed now. I have good levels on my end, so y'all may need to exit out and come back in. Elaine saying she can hear me. Linda's giving me the thumbs up. Appreciate the feedback, guys. A lot of times I won't know if there's an issue until I am alerted by you all. So again, thank you for that. Let's wind it back then. We'll start at the beginning here and take a look at the temperature difference across the country. This map kind of telling the story. Much colder air has filtered in to the south and east. Keep in mind, it filtered into the central plains, southern plains yesterday, but they've already out there have passed the peak of the cold blast and are starting to warm up. But we're just now getting to get a real taste of this. Temperature 17 degrees colder in Atlanta than the same time yesterday. So it's 49 now in Atlanta. We were in the 60s this time yesterday evening. We woke up to temperatures that were fairly mild this morning. It still peaked in the upper 60s to near 70 before the temperatures really began to tumble. And now we'll take a closer look at Metro Atlanta, North Georgia, 40 Blairsville, 44 Rome, 42 Canton. Keep in mind, these are about 10-15 minutes old, so it could even be a degree or two cooler right now. And about each hour, we'll get an updated look at temperatures. 42 Carrollton, 49 LaGrange, Locust Grove, 51, 52 Covington, and Athens, 53. Keep in mind, these temperatures right here, 53 Athens on down to the Covington area, Locust Grove. Within the next hour, I think you all will be about 49, 50. Blairsville probably by 10 p.m. Or really 9 p.m. in the upper 30s. In Rome, Canton, Gainesville, Atlanta proper, Carrollton, LaGrange, all will continue to fall. Temperatures will continue to cool here over the next many minutes. So here is that hour-by-hour forecast. We continue to actually run a little bit ahead of pace. This cold air really doing a good job filtering into North Georgia and Metro Atlanta this evening. So we're 49 now. Forecast was for 49 at 9 p.m., so we have beat that. Maybe 46, 47. 48 in the warmest spots by 9 p.m. in Atlanta. I think we're all back in the low to mid 40s by 11 p.m. Metro Atlanta, 30s outlying, especially up in the mountains, north and west. And out the door tomorrow morning, even Atlanta is back in the low to mid 30s with a breeze. So it's going to feel like it is in the 20s out the door tomorrow morning. Hey there, Ryan Leonard, or Laird, I should say, Ryan Laird. Henry County low, how have I been? I've been doing well. Hopefully you have as well. Let's go ahead and pull up our low temperatures. We'll jump back to the hour by hour. You see that 34 in Atlanta. Switching up the graphics, though, out the door tomorrow morning, it is going to be absolutely brisk, we'll say, because the wind in combination with the already cold temperatures will make it feel even colder. So here is a bigger look at low temperatures around the region. Again, out the door, 28 Dalton, 29 Canton, 28 in Carrollton, 27 Blairsville, 34 Gainesville, 34 Atlanta, 30 in Griffin, 31 in Covington. So for those in Henry County tomorrow, you see to your north it's 34, to your south it's 30. I would say it's right around 31, 32 in Henry County tomorrow morning, Ryan. 30 LaGrange, 31 Covington, 34 Athens. So it is going to be cold out the door tomorrow morning, Ryan, in Henry County, no matter where you're watching from in North Georgia. We're going to wake up to some really cold temperatures out the door early on our Sunday. With the wind factored in, it is going to feel even colder. Therese on YouTube, again, say no sound. Hopefully that has been fixed. Looks like that comment was a few minutes old. Audio should be flowing, should be all good now. And if you're just now tuning in, thank you for watching. I am Meteorologist Cutter Martin here at the First Alert Desk, here to give you a later check of the First Alert forecast. We broke the weather to you as well at 6 p.m. Our traditional newscast on TV was interrupted by sports. So wanted to make sure we gave you that early check of the forecast. Now back here at 8, 9, 10, and that 11 o'clock half hour, we will be live on Atlanta News First. You can stream it anywhere you're watching this forecast. Ryan on Facebook saying thank you. You're very welcome, man. And keep in mind, cold air sticks around. He was asking for the low temperature in Henry County, and we're looking at lower 30s tomorrow morning. But Ryan and everyone else watching, you can shave 5, 6, 7, as many as 10 degrees off of these temperatures. And that's what it may feel like. I think most of us wind chills up in the mountains, a little mid-20s. Mid-20s is the real feel out the door tomorrow morning in Atlanta, and mid to upper 20s south and east of town. And yes, the sunshine will warm us up a little bit, but it is still going to be cold on our Sunday afternoon. 51 in Atlanta, that's with nearly full sunshine. Maybe some morning clouds, but we're going to break out of that quickly. 55 in Gainesville, Athens, 57. 50 in Rome, Noonan. Couple clouds around, temperature around 50. So east of Atlanta, mid to upper 50s. Atlanta, north and northwest, temperatures generally in the lower 50s. With a breeze around, it is going to continue to feel even colder. So just keep that in mind. We continue to have the cold air in the forecast. We'll kind of take a tighter look at Metro Atlanta right now. We're going to load up that graphic. There we go. It's popping back up. Tighter look now. Notice how outside of the perimeter it's colder. Roswell, Sugar Hill, Lawrenceville, Smyrna, Kennesaw, Marietta, Douglasville, Palmetto, down in South Fulton, the city of South Fulton, McDonough, Conyers, temperatures all around freezing. And there may not be much frost because we do have the wind. Wind tends to keep frost at bay. Nonetheless, I do think that it is going to be cold enough for frost to form, cold enough to cause some plant damage. So if you have really sensitive plants like coleus and lilies, things like that are seasonal, or that even if they do stick around all year, that tend to be hampered by the cold, they will get burned tonight into tomorrow morning. Dana Pinkert, you're very welcome. Linda Colwell, thank you. Thanks for watching. Appreciate that comment, the viewership. Hopefully everybody is having great audio now and can understand what I'm saying, hear what I'm saying. So let's dive a little bit deeper into that extended forecast. A lot of weather to talk about here, everybody. Temperatures remain cold. First alert tomorrow because it's the first real day of cold, though we know if you've been outside late this afternoon, this evening, cold air already streaming in. But tomorrow's the first really cold day. We're going to keep it chilly Monday. Right now I have it a little cooler out the door Monday morning than even tomorrow morning, though wind lighter, so may not feel as cold. Also, may not make it to 33. One thing that could keep us from hitting freezing in Atlanta Monday morning are a few high clouds streaming in. Another round of clouds move in late Monday, Tuesday. That will come with rain. So first alert to a kind of chilly, cold rain on our Tuesday. Forget fall. It's feeling like winter on our Tuesday with high temperatures stuck in the 40s most areas. And at least kind of a light drizzly rain in the first alert forecast. Another chilly day Wednesday, we'll say cool, a cool to chilly start, but it's not as cold Wednesday morning because there's clouds around. Clouds act like a blanket, so it's jacket worthy in the 40s Wednesday morning, but we're back to low to mid 30s Thursday morning, low to mid 30s Friday morning. Keep in mind that Thursday, Friday forecast out of the entire 7 to 10 day stretch here, probably the most uncertain. Some data is a little wetter, and if that were the case, we would have to lower your afternoon temperatures stuck in the 40s, raise those overnight and early morning temperatures a bit, maybe upper 30s, and have to bump up your rain chance. Right now we're just calling for more clouds and a slight rain chance, but not set in stone. I think even though we have the first alert Tuesday, we have the first alert Sunday, Thursday, Friday are days to keep a casual watch on as well. You may see some colder air and a greater chance of some moisture in the forecast Thursday and Friday. We'll be working to fine-tune that outlook here over the next several days. Dana Pinkert saying, makes me want to put up the Christmas tree. Absolutely. I think that is a perfect plan. Tuesday especially, you have the cold, you have the gray, you have the rain. Turn on the holiday music and put up the tree, or however you decorate, do that. It is going to be a great day for it. Not the best evening to put up the outside decorations, but hey, as long as we can keep that Thursday, Friday system at bay, it will be cold enough, clear enough, and dry enough to put the outdoor decorations up, maybe for this coming weekend, if you are someone that likes to put it up a little bit early. Again, if you're just joining us before signing off, kind of want to recap what we talked about, and that is the fact that the coldest air in weeks, coldest since that early season cold snap in October, is filtering in this evening. If you haven't been outside in several hours, a little shock to the system on the way. It's 40 right now in Blairsville, 44 Rome, 42 Canton, 49 in Atlanta. Keep in mind, with the wind blowing, it'll already feel like it's in the 30s and the lower 40s, even Athens and those areas south and east of Metro Atlanta. Walking you through that forecast overnight tonight, clouds, they're there, and notice how this model even has some flurries. East Tennessee, North Alabama, none of that action here, but it's cold, it's breezy. And we're going to wake up to some clouds out the door tomorrow morning. That's why it's not going to be too cold tonight. I'm thinking Upper 20s on the coldest end up in the mountains, but more likely lower 30s, low to mid 30s out the door in the morning. It's going to feel like the 20s regardless, though, with that wind blowing. And into our Sunday afternoon, look at all that sunshine, but it's slow to warm up. Temperature stuck in the 40s to near 50 tomorrow. And as we get into tomorrow evening, temperatures trend colder once again. And I think we could wake up to some clouds on our Monday morning with temperatures low to mid 30s as an average. Monday afternoon, we're going to break out of the clouds gradually, and we'll warm back up there into the 40s and 50s on our Monday, but not done with the cold air just yet. Here is a preview of that 7-day forecast once again. And you can see cold air sticks around as we put this graphic in motion. Notice how temperatures, they try to warm up, but a couple little storm systems moving through will help reinforce the chilly air across metro Atlanta and North Georgia. And again, we are watching Thursday, Friday. Have more clouds in the text there. We brought up that rain chance to 20%, but it could turn wetter, and those afternoons could end up being a little colder. So we're going to be watching that extended forecast. We'll go through some of the data as well as your morning hour by hour tomorrow. New data coming in as we go through the evening. And we'll be live on your TVs here in about 45 minutes on Atlanta News First, Peachtree TV, atlantanewsfirst.com. You can stream it there. Atlanta News First app, and the First Alert Weather app as well, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. Thank you for watching. I'll leave you with that 7-day. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you in just a little bit on TV and across all of our streaming platforms.